Hey ladies and gents, it is Nathan from Bastion Games, and I am super excited to be bringing you this Foundations video. Foundations is the newest set for Magic the Gathering that comes out on Friday, this upcoming Friday, and we will have every single box, starter kit, bundle, booster box, booster pack, singles, I think I said that already, but known to man available for purchase. I was a little bit skeptical about this set, because it's just yet another set and it has some reprints in it. And after opening 12 collector booster boxes for singles for you guys, it is blown my mind. And I cut myself opening packs, which is pretty crazy. We're gonna be doing this format a little bit differently. So we won't be opening packs. What I've done to save time and get more content in the video for you guys is I've taken the back 10 cards out of each pack and then flipped it around without looking at the rares or anything else and put it in a stack. So each pack is separated by a token. Our events, pre-release events, which look absolutely amazing, start this Friday at 7 o'clock. We have 4 events, Friday at 7 o'clock, Saturday at 5, Sunday at 5, I believe 5, and then Wednesday at 5. So we have 4. The lands are pretty cool. They're not thematic. They're all different planes. And one thing I want to show you is that there are some really good reprints and uncommons and commons that also come with full art versions. I've opened some play booster packs as well. And they are very rare in play booster packs, especially foil. So we have Abrade, Refute, Think Twice, and these are absolutely beautiful cards. The big one is an offer you can't refuse. Look at this. We've got a couple of those. We got a Johnny's Pride Mate, Hero's Downfall, Vengeful Blood Witch, Swiftfoot Boots is another huge one. Youthful Valkyrie, Reclamation Sage is pretty big, and the art on that one is beautiful. And then we have all the extras that we got. So there's not a lot considering we opened 12 booster boxes, so they're gonna maintain their value. But getting right to the nitty gritty of it. Normally I would do this in a live stream and open it in, do a bunch of opening in Discord as well, but they haven't all been spoiled yet. So in the interest of getting this done so we can get everything sorted and alphabetized and ready for you guys, decided to pre-record the video. So hopefully you like it. Let me know. This will be up on Facebook, our Discord server, and YouTube channel. So right from the beginning, I've heard that there's some spicy stuff. So in between each pack will be a token. And then we get usually the really good card. So we have Celestial Armor. I'm just gonna there's gonna be 3 piles. There's gonna be a pile of rares and mythics, a pile of, I think, what the bombs are, and then the pile of stuff I'm taking for my commander decks. So each pack comes with the top end card, which is in the very front after the token. So we have Celestial Armor. We have Quilled Greatworm. Loot is back. Loot the Exuberant. Another Celestial Armor. High Society Hunter, which is absolutely bananas in a Aristocrats deck. It's also a vampire. Whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature, which is fine whenever another non-token creature dies, and that's for any player, not just opponents or you. Draw a card, which is crazy. So that's 1 pack. So far, so good. I think that Quilled Greatworm is going to be worth something. We've got the Rabbit. Then we have Spinner of Souls for Spider decks. Preposterous Proportions, another extended art. This card, you're gonna see a lot of different arts for stuff because there is the regular, there's the extended art for the regular, and then there's the special borderless art. So I'll point out when we see one that's just extended. Blasphemous Edict is the black version of Blasphemous Act. So if there's 13 or more creatures on the battlefield, you can pay 1 black and each player sacrifices 13. This basically screams Turgid. Lathro Blade of Elves is one of the reprints in this set. Kiora the Rising Tide. Another fantastic merfolk for Commander. I don't know if it's going to make much of a splash in any other formats. But on to pack 3. So we've got High Society Hunter again, foil. The art on these cards, I just feel the art style in this set is amazing. We have Abyssal Harvester, a Demon Warlock. Arabo, the First Fang. Anybody that has a cat deck probably wants this. Phyrexian Arena is in the set. That's a cool art. It's got Koth fighting Phyrexians. Kaikar, Zephyr's Awakener. So he's a 4 mana for a 3/4 flying bird wizard. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, choose one. Exile another target creature you control. Return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. So you basically get to flicker your creatures or create a 1/1 white spirit token with flying, which is pretty cool. This is the first time I'm seeing a lot of these cards too. I've been so busy I haven't had much time to really go through the spoilers. I've posted a couple online. But next pack, here we go. Banner Kinship. Oh, this is the one that is like Coat of Arms, kind of, but no benefit for your opponents. So when it enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. So if you have a whole bunch of spirits, you can choose spirits. It enters with a fellowship counter on it for each creature you control of the chosen type. Creatures you control of the chosen type get +1/+1 for each fellowship counter. So it basically snapshots how many slivers or hobbits that you have and is like a super lord effect for him, which is pretty cool. Oh, Galta's in the set as a reprint with really cool art. We've got Curator of Destinies. 6 mana for 5/5 flyer. Can't be countered. When this creature enters, look at the top 5 cards of your library and separate them into a face-down pile and a face-up pile. An opponent chooses one of those piles. Put that pile into your hand, other goes in the graveyard. So if you play like a Reanimator strategy or anything like that, this is just is effective both halves of the card, both piles. Sylvan Scavenging. Makes raccoons. People have been talking about this card online. Elenda, Saint of Dusk. She's a vampire knight, so it goes in 2 different kinship decks, or kindred decks. Lifelink, hexproof from instants. As long as your life total is greater than your starting life total, which is pretty easy, she gets +1/+1 and has menace. So she's a 5/5 menace lifelink with hexproof from instants. She gets an additional +5/+5 as long as your life total is at least 10 greater than your starting life total. So she becomes a 10/10 lifelink hexproof from instants menace for 4 mana. That seems pretty good. On to the next pack. Ooh. Okay, so this is our first. You can get Japanese cards in Japanese text, but there's also Japanese art. You can get the Japanese art with English text. I don't know which one's going to be worth more, but this one is actually the creature that has the other half of Sanguine Bond on it. Exquisite Blood. So whenever an opponent takes damage, you gain that much life, and that's damage from any source. So this is definitely going in the crazy pile. That is a nice card. Holy smokes, look at this thing. Looks like they're sticking with anime art on a lot of stuff, which some people love, some people don't. We've got Ashroot Animist. We have the borderless Lateral Blade of Elves, which is very thematic with all the elves on it. Electro Duplicate. I don't know what this thing does. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control, except it has haste. And at the beginning of the next end step, sacrifice this token and has flashback. So this is a sorcery version of like Kiki-Jiki, which if you have any effects that double sorceries and instants, we've got a foil Arabo. On to the next pack. So we have Kaikar, Zephyr's Awakener, but this is the borderless version. You can see that there is no border down until about here. So, and all the borderless versions have alternate art. We have the extended art Electro Duplicate. Another High Society Hunter. Rise of the Dark Realms finally has a reprint in the set. It's going to be very accessible now. Abyssal Harvester. Next pack, Rat Token. We have a guest artist card. This is Goblin Bushwhacker. So the guest artist cards come with borders from different sets. So I believe this is the Zendikar Rising special border. Not necessarily the best of the guest artist cards to get, but it's cool nonetheless. In that pile. Anthem of Champions. 2 mana creatures you control get +1/+1, green and white. Drake Hatcher. Another Spinner of Souls. Extravagant Replication. 6 mana enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, create a token that's a copy of another target non-land permanent you control. Okay, well, that could be busted if you get this out early. Next pack. Here we go. This is still from one box. Ooh. This is an extended art Rite of the Dragon Caller. 6 mana, red enchantment. Whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, create a 5/5 red dragon creature token with flying. That's just permanent. You just cast spells, get dragons. And it's a mythic. That thing's going over there. We have Zolashur, Lich Lord. Ward, pay 2 life. It's a zombie warlock. Its tap ability is you may cast target zombie creature card from your graveyard this turn. So really good recursion for zombies. Seer Splicer Goblin. Drakuseth is reprinted. Interesting dragon. Archmage of Runes is new. It's a giant wizard that makes your instant sorceries cheaper to cast, and you draw a card whenever you cast one. And one thing that makes it worth the 1 extra mana for it, other than the fact that it reduces casting cost, is the thing has a 6 body. This thing is huge. Next pack. So far, so good in this box. We have the Borderless Omniscience. And that art, that's got to be my favorite art for Omniscience. Yeah. We might just put that over here. We have a Johnny Caller of the Pride, which is a reprint, obviously with new art. We have Mossborn Hydra. This card is, if you have a landfall deck, 3 mana for a 1/1 with Trample. It's a 0/0 with a +1/+1 counter. Every time a land enters your battlefield, double the number of +1/+1 counters on it. So you can imagine if you're playing with like Doubling Season or any of the cards that increase counters as you go, this will get out of hand. It'll get out of hand by itself. Valkyrie's Call, 5 mana enchantment. This is a mythic and white. Whenever a non-token, non-angel creature you control dies, return that card to the battlefield under its owner's control with a +1/+1 counter on it. It's also an angel with flying, in addition to its other types. That's pretty cool. Summon board wipes, and it's good for you. We've got Ashroot Animist. On to the next pack. Oh, look at this. Might not be the best card to get it on, but the textured cards in this set have mana symbols textured onto them. They feel distinctly different. This is actually really cool. Spinner of Souls. I'm curious how often you get them. All right, I'm going to put it over here. We got another Loot. Raise the Past. Scavenging Ooze is in this set. Crystal Barricade. 2 mana, 0/4 wall with Defender. You have Hexproof. Okay. Prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you could. This guy's nuts. They have to kill this guy before they try to do anything else. All right, here we go. We have Exemplar of Light. Anything Angels. My wife is going to steal this. I would bet anybody money my wife will be like, can I have that? I'll probably give it to her. 4 mana for a 3/3 flyer. Okay. Whenever you gain life, put a +1/+1 counter on this creature. Oh, okay. Whenever you put 1 or more +1/+1 counters on this creature, draw a card. This can only happen. Holy. Okay, well, I'm going to put that in my pile. This is going in my pile. We have Borderless Rise of the Dark Realms. Just amazing art on this thing. Like they've really knocked the art out of the park. We got Borderless Abyssal Harvester. Tiny Bones Bauble Burglar. Skeleton Rogue. a foil Anthem of Champions. And looks like the last pack in the box number 1. We have... Ooh, we have a full art or borderless foil Elenda. That's going over here. We have Rite of the Dragon Collar. We have Alicia is in this set. She's black-red, though. She's getting a little evil, a little bit angry, maybe. Oh, this is the one that I was talking about. Flying Death Touch. Whenever an opponent loses life, you gain that much life. Like, absolutely crazy. Bananas card. And another Exemplar of Light. So, box number 1, the hits, just go over them quickly here. For a single box, that seems pretty good. And that's crazy. Yeah, I might take this Rite of the Dragon Collar. Who knows? The downside of loving the game that you're supposed to sell is that you will always want to keep it. All right, now it's as simple as box number 2. So we're 16 minutes in, we're making good time. I'm gonna read out less cards as we go, just so you guys can see more content. So first box, we have Raise the Past, borderless foil. Another Alicia, Abyssal Harvester, Drake Hatcher, Mossborn Hydra foil, pack number 2. Ooh, we got another guest art card. This one is Sphinx's Tutelage, which comes with the Theros art on it. That one's pretty cool. Bloodthirsty Conqueror, this time extended art. Loot popping up again. What does this guy do? You play an additional land on each of your turns. That's pretty good. 6 mana tap. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card with mana value less than equal to the number of lands you control from among them and put them onto the battlefield. So it's like a half Azusa, half Elvish Piper that digs. Yeah, that's pretty good. Raise the Past. Leyline Axe. And it's called a Leyline Axe because you can start with it and play if it's in your hand. It's pretty crazy. All right, there's a pack. Next pack. Whoa, holy crap. I don't know if you can, my equipment here is good enough, but this is the borderless textured Twin Flame Tyrant. It is a 5 mana, 3/5 flying dragon. And you probably ask yourself, it's 5 mana, 3/5 is not that good. But its built-in passive ability is, if a source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals double damage, and that's on a body. So if this guy hits someone, he by himself swings and hits them for 6. There is a dragon that gives things double strike. You could have, technically, quadruple striking dragons. I'm not going to say it, but I'm just going to slide it over into this pile over here. We've got a Rabo, another Blasphemous Edict, which is great. I think these things are going to be very popular. Giada's back in the set. Elvish Archdruid. Next pack. It's always the first card. I'm excited. Oh, we got a borderless foil Tiny Bones Bauble Burglar. I guess I'll read it. It's a 1/3 legendary skeleton rogue. Whenever an opponent discards a card, exile it from their graveyard with a stash counter on it. During your turn, you may play cards you don't own with a stash counter on them from exile, and mana of any type can be used to cast those spells. And then he also has the activated ability, each opponent discards a card. But I mean, like, if you wheel with this guy on the table, you basically increase your hand size by a ton because you can cast all the cards. I don't know if I would use that, but that looks very useful. We got Kaikar, another Seer Slicer Goblin, Chandra Flame Shaper, first Planeswalker, Abyssal Harvester. Next pack, here we go. Oh, we got a borderless foil Ajani Caller of the Pride. That's cool. Put that over there. It's a Planeswalker. Scrawling Crawler. You want to talk about power creep. 3 mana for a 3/2. At the beginning of your upkeep, each player draws a card. Okay. Whenever an opponent draws a card, that player loses 1 life. Yeah. That's going to see play. High Fade Trickster, another very powerful card. 4 mana for a 4/2 flyer with flash. Passive ability, everything you cast has flash. You don't play on your turn anymore, you just wait and play on their turn. Spinner of Souls, another extravagant replication. All right, next pack, here we go. Oh, this is a borderless foil Rite of the Dragon Collar. Don't mind if I do. We have Kellen Planar Trailblazer. Another Kellen Planar Trailblazer. This is the extended art. This is the borderless art. Lathro Blade of Elves. Ashroot Animist. Next pack. Another Kaikar. Hope this guy's really good. This is extended art. Leyline Axe extended. High Fade Trickster extended art. Absolutely gorgeous looking card. Rise of the Dark Realms. Crystal Barricade. Here we go. This Sign of the Deep is the token that the new Kiora Planeswalker, Merfolk makes. Extended art foil Abyssal Harvester. Spinner of Souls. Curator of Destinies. Zulashur, Lich Lord. Brass's Bounty is back, reprinted. As you can see, there's a lot of good cards in this set. I'm super impressed with the set. We have a borderless foil, Blasphemous Edict. Sire of 7 Deaths. Holy crap. 7 mana for a 7/7. Hold on. He has 7 legs. There's 7 in his name. Costs 7. Has 7 keywords. 7 power and 7 toughness. That's 7 things about him that have 7. Kudos. It also looks creepy. First strike, vigilance, menace, trample, reach, lifelink, ward, pay 7 life. And a mythic. There you go. Galta. Scavenging Ooze. Koma's back. Different Koma, though. I heard he works really well with the original. If we get a foil one, I'll read it out. Ooh. Oh, this is Progenitus. Holy smokes. So we have a Japanese Progenitus, anime Progenitus, that looks phenomenal. Holy smokes. Soulstone Sanctuary. I think this is the only manland in the set. Exemplar of Light. Foil Tiny Bones. Anthem of Champions. We've seen this pop up a few times. I think we have 2 packs left. Oh, we got a borderless foil Galta. That's pretty. We have an Ajani. An extended or borderless Lathro. Got a couple of these now. And this foil Scrawling Trawler. Soulstone Sanctuary. Last pack of the box. This box has been crazy. Here we go. Whoa. This is the borderless High Fade Trickster. Mossborn Hydra. Lunar Insight. I haven't seen this one yet. 3 mana, sorcery. Draw a card for each different mana value among non-land permanents you control. You could pay 3 and draw 3 cards, 2 cards, 7 cards. That's pretty good. On average, though, you're probably going to get 3 mana for 4 to 5 cards. Still really good. Foil Omniscience. And a foil Exemplar of Light. All right, that is box number 2. Some of the big hits from there. I'm curious what that's worth. And then we also had High Fade Trickster, Galta, Blasphemous Edict, Rite of the Dragon Call. Oh yeah, and Twin Flame Tyrant. Dear, that is nuts. I love this set. If I had infinite money, I would just keep opening it. All right, box number 3, 24 minutes in. We're making good time. We have the full art or borderless foil Leyline Axe. We have a Koma. Holy smokes. We have this art. This is the borderless art of Koma. So the new Koma, Koma the World Eater, 7 mana for an 8/12 with trample and ward 4, cannot be countered. Whenever he deals combat damage to a player with 8 power, that's pretty likely, create 4 3/3 blue serpent creature tokens named Koma's Coil, which means you can use them with the other Koma as well. It's cool that the 2 cards interact. We have Curator of Destinies, Sky Knight Squire, pack number 2. We have Sky Knight Squire, except this one's extended art foil. Herald of Dawn. Yeah, read this card. This is Platinum Angel with Flash. Well, that probably should go over here. QR the Rising Tide. This is the borderless version. Another Drake Hatcher. Mossborn Hydra. Elf Warrior token going into the next pack. Valkyrie's Call. This is the borderless one. Absolutely beautiful cards. Beautiful cards. I bet you Lewis is turning over right now. I'm going to get texts upon texts. Nathan, I need these cards, buddy. These will all go on our website. Genesis Wave's reprinted, except it has a borderless version of it. That thing looks absolutely crazy. Ashroot Animist. Raise the Past. A Leyline Axe. Into the next pack, and we have High Society Hunter. This thing's shown up a bunch, which is nice. Means its price won't be too high. Very affordable. New Zamone. Borderless. We got another Alenda, which is great. Giada Foil. Elvish Archdruid. You can never go wrong with good Kindred staples. Here we go. What in the... Holy crap. This is a Fracture Foil. It probably makes the card pretty hard to read on camera, but... This is the anime Fracture Foil in Japanese text. This is the one that we opened earlier. Holy smokes. So Herald of Eternal Dawn. This has to be the most expensive version of this card you can possibly get. Wow. A lot of really cool angels and white stuff in the set. We got extended art, Blasphemous Edict. This, I wish this was the art for the other one, for the borderless. It's like an evil looking hand snuffing out 13 candles. Borderless Scrawling Crawler goes from cute to sinister. Scavenging Ooze. Brass's Bounty. Man, that is nuts. And more good luck. Homunculus Horde. I actually haven't seen this one before. 4 mana. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, create a token that's a copy of this creature. Yoink. Bloodthirsty Conqueror. This guy's really good. Archmage of Runes. Another Bloodthirsty Conqueror. Soulstone Sanctuary. Here we go, next pack. Oh, the Giada Borderless Foil. Whew. There are some spicy cards in this set. Banner of Kinship. Great card. Another Giada. Abyssal Harvester. Scrawling Crawler. Into a Ashroot Animist extended art. Celestial Armor. Kaikar. This is borderless, but not foil. Another Lathril. We're going to have lots of Lathrils, which is good. Fantastic card. Extravagant Replication. All right, there we go. This is the foil extended art, not borderless. Still looks absolutely beautiful. Fantastic card. Herald of Dawn. This is this is the borderless English Can't Lose the Game one. Soulstone Sanctuary. Ashroot Animist. Spinner of Souls. Here we go. Next pack. Ooh. Oh, we got another one. I think we've gotten one in each box now. We got another Spinner of Souls. I'll read it this time, sorry. I didn't last time. 3 mana for a Spirit Spider. That's a 4/3 with reach. That's pretty good for green. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you may reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal a creature card. Put that card into your hand, the rest on the bottom. So anytime something of yours dies, it gets replaced with a card in your hand that's guaranteed to be a creature, right? Yep. So in a creature-heavy deck, this thing is really good. That's the same box. These two. That's really cool. Mossborn Hydra. Sky Knight Squire. Borderless. Anthem of Champions. Crystal Barricade. Here we go. 2 packs left. Oh. This is the Bloodthirsty Conqueror. We got it in Japanese with this art. But this is the English one with this art. It's Exquisite Blood is the enchantment that it duplicates. Ashroot Animist. Raise the Past. Coma, the World Eater. Zulashur. Last pack. This box has been crazy. Oh, Blasphemous Edict. Foil extended art. I actually like the art on this one better. I might take this. Quilled Greatworm. All right, here we go. 6 mana for 7/7 with trample. Solid and green. Whenever a creature you control deals combat damage during your turn, put that many +1/+1 counters on it. Yeah. You may cast this card from your graveyard by removing 6 counters from among creatures you control, in addition to paying its cast. So this big boy is coming back all the time. He gives things way more counters, and if they kill this guy, the counters bring him back. We got Borderless Tiny Bones. We got a foil Ajani. And we got a foil Tiny Bones. Woo! I arguably even better than the other boxes that we opened, and the other boxes were crazy. Look at that. Plus the stuff that I took. All right. 32 minutes in. Here we go. Starting off with good stuff. Look at this. Borderless New Coma. Whew. Extended Art Quilled Greatworm. Another Genesis Wave. The art on this Genesis Wave is amazing. Can't wait to see it foil. Hopefully we open one. We got a foil Atali, which is in the set. Another Loot. Pack number 2. A Extended Art Foil Sylvan Scavenging. Spinner of Souls. Another Alenda. Awesome. Sear Splice Goblin, or Sear Slicer Goblin, sorry. Alicia, Who Laughs at Fate. Yeah, her regular art makes her look a lot less nice. Next pack. We got the Borderless Foil Drake Hatcher. So, Human Wizard for 2 mana for 1/3. Fits in Wizard decks, human decks. Has Vigilance and Prowess. So you're probably going to put it in something that casts more instants and sorceries. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, put that many incubation counters on it. Remove 3 incubation counters from this creature, create a 2/2 Drake. So this does indeed go in a deck. You benefit from making it unblockable. You benefit from pumping it as well. Gives you a bunch of free Drakes. That's pretty good. Raise the Past. Another Scrawling Trawler. Preposterous Proportions. Runescarred Demon. Here we go. The rat is hiding a... Oh my goodness. Look at this. Llanowar Elves is in the set, but it has a mythic version. This thing isn't just borderless. This thing has no text box. The art's all the way through it. That is definitely going over here. Sire of 7 Deaths, just bananas card. Archmage of Runes. Another Sire of 7 Deaths. This is the regular art foil. 9 Lives Familiar. Here we go. Can we top the last one? Borderless Foil Valkyrie's Call. Yep. A Kaikar. Giada. Homunculus Horde, and Galta foil. So many crazy cards in this set. We got a Crystal Barricade textured. Love these cards. Man, this card is... I dismissed it at first when I didn't read it because I was like, it's a wall, not a big deal. But this thing is a wall that you have to kill. You have to kill this wall. Plus, if you put permanent side control have hexproof, like asceticism or something like that, then they have to get rid of your enchantment to get rid of your wall so they can do non-combat damage to your creatures and remove hexproof from you. Scrawling Crawler, Kaikar, we've seen this guy a bunch. Solemn Simulacrums in the set. Painful Quandary is another reprint. I don't want to lose to this card, but I'm probably going to. All right, here we go. So this is Drake Hatcher, but it's the extended art, not borderless. Still looks really cool. Banner of Kinship. Borderless High Fade Trickster. Genesis Wave Foil. And Lunar Insight. Drake token is hiding. The Borderless Foil Kellen Planar Trailblazer. So 1 mana for 2/1 in red. It's very aggressive. Human Fairy Scout, so it can go in human decks. 2 mana if... this is the level up guy. 2 mana. If Kellen's a scout, he becomes a Human Fairy Detective. Gains whenever he deals combat damage to a player. Exile the top card of your library. You may play it this turn. And then 3 mana, if he's a detective, he becomes a 3/2 Human Fairy Rogue and gains double strike. So you basically want to push defenders off the field so that this guy can get you card value. High Fade Trickster, another Kellen, but not foil. And a foil Ajani. Day of Judgment. Here we go. We have Borderless Foil Kiora, which means read the card. She is 3 mana for 3/2. When she enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. That's a solid ability. Loot twice, or loot 2. Her threshold, if you have attacks and there are 7 or more cards in your graveyard, you create Sign of the Deep, a legendary 8/8 blue octopus creature token. Solid. We've got Borderless Lunar Insight. Another Exemplar of Light. Banger of a card. Sphinx of Forgotten Lore. It's the blue mythic. Kellen. Here we go, Dragon. Extended Art Foil Preposterous Proportions. 7 mana. Creatures you control get +10/+10 and gain Vigilance until the end of turn for 7 mana. I can see token decks just being like, boop, you're dead. Or everybody's dead in that case. High Society Hunter. Another Borderless Coma. 1,000-Year Storms, a reprint in the set at rare, not mythic. This one's a big one. Authority of the Consoles is in the set. That's really good. Here we go. Kellen Trailblazer. Anthem of Champions. Kiora. I don't know, I feel like this one is not the hottest of boxes compared to our other ones. Time Stop. Oh, Krenko is in the set, the original Krenko. Here we go. Last pack. Oh, Fiend Artisan. This is definitely the best art I've ever seen for it. This is one of the special guest cards. So it's only legal in, it's not legal in standard. It's only legal in sets that it's originally legal in. Oh, there's Kaido. Last pack coming up clutch. This is the Borderless Kaido. Ashroot Animist. I guess he should go over there. Slag Storm's in the set. First time we've seen it though. Banner of Kinship. So yeah, we got Kaido, Sphinx, textured card. There definitely have to be one in each collector box. Sire of 7 Deaths. The Llanowar Elves is a huge hit. It's a crazy looking card. So let me know what you guys think. This is definitely speeding up the process. I don't think I could have done this many cards, this many boxes in this time. Might have to split this into 2 videos though, if it reaches 50 minutes. All right, here we go. Starting off huge with a borderless foil exemplar of light. Alicia, Who Laughs at Fate. Abyssal Harvester. Consuming Aberration. Again, reprint. That's the first time we've seen it. Leyline Axe. And 2. Extended Art Archmage of Runes. High Society Hunter. Loot. Foil Sire of Seven Deaths. Raise the Past. Dragon's Hidden. Oh, another special guest. This is Embercleave, which is done with the border of the Eldraine card art border. That's cool. Nice. Preposterous Proportions. Sick Blasphemous Edict. Lathro Blade of Elves. Elvish Archdruid. One thing about this set that I've noticed is, like, sure, there's going to be cards that are worth more than other ones, hands down. But like opening collector packs, the majority of the rares, you're like, oh, that's a good card. It might not be worth a lot as much, but it's still a good usable card. Here we go. Ooh. Oh, Muldrotha. This is Muldrotha. This is the anime art for it. And it's in anime. Or in Japanese, in anime. Japanese text. That is cool. Look at this. And again, it's one that has no text box around it. It's just, you can see right through it. I love that style of card. Almost doesn't look like a Magic card. We got Zimone, Arabo, Brass's Bounty, Giada. Here we go. Kaikar, this is extended art, not borderless. Galta, borderless. Curator of Destinies, borderless. Rite of the Dragon Caller. Jess is actually going to kill me. She has a blue-red Spellslinger deck, but she copies all the effects that trigger when you cast an instant or sorcery, and sometimes multiple times. So she's going to be like, I'm going to cast a red spell that draws me 3 cards and makes me 3 5/5 dragons, and it draws me into a red spell that draws me 2 cards that makes 3 5/5 red dragons. Then we're all going to die. Zola Shur. Sphinx of Forgotten Lore. This the extended art. Oh, all right. It's foil. Let's read it. 4 mana for 3/3 with Flash. Blue's getting a lot of crazy cards with Flash in this set. Whenever this creature attacks, target instant or sorcery card in your graveyard gains flashback till the end of turn. Okay. Pretty sure I know who wants that. Seer Slicer Goblin. Another borderless Lathril. That's a good card to get. Soulstone Sanctuary. Coma. And the Rabbit Hides. Ooh. Textured Leyline Axe. Man, equipment decks, rejoice. So it's 4 mana, but if it's in your opening hand, you start with this equipment on the battlefield. Equipped creature gets +1/+1, has double strike, and trample. The equip cost is 3. It's pretty good. Alenda, extended arts. Drakecatcher, borderless. Homunculus Horde. Galta. And we have High Fae Trickster, awesome card. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that these, they look like they're 1 per box. Loot again. High Society Hunter. Flamewake Phoenix. Painful Quandary. Here we go. Celestial Armor. This is borderless. This one's pretty cool. 3 mana flash equipment in white. When it enters, attach it to a creature you control. That creature gains hexproof and indestructible to the end of turn. So it's not like Mithril Armor where you get indestructible as long as it's equipped. It's a combat trick. But the good thing is it gives whatever it's equipped to +2/+0 in flying. So you're going to see this in some play, definitely in Commander. We have Borderless Omniscience. Drakecatcher. Here's a Vivian Reed. The good Vivian. This is the best one, I think. High Fae Trickster. Behind Kaido, we have Extended Art Zimone. 4 mana for a 1/4 at the beginning of combat on your turn. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures you control. Double the number of each kind of counter on up to 2 target creatures you control. And or artifacts. Oh, that's spicy. Yep. Sylvan Scavenging. Anthem of Champions. Sky Knight Squire. Foil Blasphemous Edict. Here we go. Something crazy. Oh, this is Extended Art Kiora. Extended Art and Borderless Arts have different art, which is cool. We have the Herald of Dawn, Eternal Dawn, Mossborn Hydra, Foil Mossborn Hydra, Curator of Destinies, last pack. Here we go. We have Borderless Alicia. So she's 3 mana in black and red for a 2/2 with first strike. Whenever Alicia attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Raid. At the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, return target creature card with mana value less than or equal to Alicia's power from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, so she's 3 mana for a 3/3 when she attacks with first strike, which is solid. It's kind of be insane if she had haste. Electro Duplicate. Actually, you can give her haste. Oh boy. Raise the Past. Foil Ajani. And a foil Drake Hatchling. Drake Hatcher. So not the best box that we've opened, but still banger cards. And we're going to keep going. How many is that? This will be box number 6. So we are going to cut the next 6 boxes that we have into a second video, just so I can make sure I have enough room on my phone. All right, we've got Extended Art, Foil Soulstone Sanctuary, our first Niv Mizzet Visionary. This one's Extended Art. Borderless Banner of Kinship, Sphinx of Forgotten Lore, Exemplar of Light, pack number 2. Borderless Celestial Armor, Seer Slicer Goblin. This is the Borderless Homunculus Horde. That's an ugly looking dude. Celestial Armor again. High Society Hunter. This is probably the black card we've seen the most. Here we go. Oh, we got a textured Kaikar. You got a bird deck, instant sorcery. This guy's nuts. Looks so, it's so fluffy. Kiora, Crystal Barricade, Vivian Reed, foil. I might actually need that, I don't know. Kiora again. Oh! Oh my, this is the anime art of the Twin Flame Tyrant. This is the dragon that does double, makes all you guys do double damage. And we got a Fracture foil. Look at this card. I love these boxes. And I'm not just saying that because we're doing really well with them. Alenda, Sylvan Scavenging. So if I'm right, there should be, oh no, we already got textured in there. Yeah, we got a textured and that. Foil Phyrexian Arena, Kaikar, next pack. Another Borderless Alicia who laughs at death, or laughs at fate. Oh, this is the Borderless Liliana Dreadhorde General. I think this is the first one I've heard that we've seen in these boxes. Really good reprint. Borderless Atali. Thousand Year Storm. Alenda. Next pack. Here we go. Extended Art Tiny Bones. Another Tiny Bones. Archmage of Runes, except this is the borderless one. That one definitely looks really cool. Rabo. Sylvan Scavenging. Drake. Oh, this is the Extended Art Quilled Great Worm. Yoink. Sylvan Scavenging. The Borderless Electric Duplicate. Looks amazing. You ever wanted to play cards with really good art, even though they might not be suited to your deck just because the art's so cool. Archmage of Runes, Electro Duplicate. Here we go. Extended Art Coma. 9 Lives Familiar. Crystal Barricade. Sire of 7 Deaths. Whew. Dracosath. Here we go. Another borderless Exemplar of Light. Crazy card. Love that card. Electric Duplicate. Lunar Insight. Solemn Simulacrum. Another Lunar Insight. Let's go Elf Warrior. Extended Art Foil Archmage of Runes. Homunculus Horde borderless. Oh, this is the borderless preposterous. Those are lemurs, right? Yeah, that'd still be terrifying. Day of Judgment. Genesis Wave. And the rat, we've got borderless foil Arabo. Cat decks. Loot. Borderless Exemplar of Light. Foil Authority of the Consoles. Kellen. Last pack. It's already been bang over box. Here we go. Ooh, and we got the Anime Muldrotha, but with English this time. Such a beautiful card. Man, they're doing so good with the art in this set. Followed by the borderless art Rise of the Dark Realms. Borderless Leyline Axe. Foil Herald of the Dawn. And a Krenko. That's a pretty good ending to a box, if I do say so myself. Look at these things. It's got to be my favorite textured cards. It's not intrusive. Looks really cool. So we're coming on 52 minutes now. Hope you guys enjoyed this. I will record another one, so there'll be a second one. I just don't want to do like a hour and a half, hour and 45-minute video. I'd like to put it into 2 different pieces so it's more digestible for you guys, and we'll go from there. All right, if you have any questions, give the store a call, Facebook Messenger, hop on our Discord server, or email us at fun@bastiongames.ca. Thanks very much, guys.